guys, my name is ShadowForce115 and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own thumbnail for your videos. So basically the first thing you're going to want to do if you don't have a lot of fonts is head over to fontspace.com/search/ and they have a ton of fonts on there. You can search them. I found most of my fonts on there that I have right now. I was just searching for them. So yeah, before we get started, I just want to tell you that. That way if you see a font that you don't have, you can just head over to fontspace.com and get it. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is go to File and New. You're going to want to go ahead and change your width to 1920 and your height to 1080, but only do this if you're doing HD videos. Look up what the width and height is for 720p videos and stuff like that. Whatever quality you do your videos in, that's what your width and height needs to be. I do 1080p 60 fps videos, so I do 1920 by 1080. Make sure your background contents are transparent. Go ahead and click OK. Once you're here, you have that layer there. You can go ahead and go to File and Place. And now you're going to want to find a picture that you want to use as your background of your thumbnail. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. It's just a little demo picture that I decided to use for this. It's not very good quality or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag that up to there. Make sure you're holding shift while you're doing this as well, because if you don't hold shift, then you can kind of mess up the picture. Now you can see it's really odd looking. You're going to want to go ahead and rasterize it, just to be sure that everything's good on it. And now what you can do is on this one, you can go ahead and if you wanted to, you could play around with like the black and white and all that, but I'm not going to do that for the sake of length. I'm just going to go ahead and go to this and go to blending options. If you don't know how to get to the blending options section, you right click and then you go to blending options. Now once you're here, you're going to want to go ahead and go to color overlay. Now we don't want red, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and find a nice black, and you're going to want to go ahead and set the opacity to probably like 50. We'll go ahead and try that. 50 not too good. Let's try 60. 60 looks okay with me. And then you're going to want to go ahead and go to gradient overlay, and you're going to want to change this to this little thing here. Go ahead and click OK. Now you get this nice little dark background picture. Next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and choose the font you want as your first text. So I'm going to go ahead and try one that I haven't used yet, and you will see it in my videos later on. So I'm going to go ahead and use Overdose Sunrise. Once you got that, you can just go ahead and type in your text. I'm going to type in thumbnail. And I'm going to go ahead and move it to here. Now that you got this here, you can change the size of it and all that. I'm not really going to do that. I'm just going to change the color of it to a nice red, because I think the red looks good. You can go ahead and click the OK. And you're going to want to click down here, and you're going to want to go ahead and type in your next text. I'm going to type in of all. I'm going to kind of move it to the center. I'm going to move it below this layer, and now I'm going to select all of it, and I'm going to change the font to a simple font. So we'll just do something like Headliner, for instance, and you can go ahead and change the color of this one to white and click OK. Click that. Now what I want is I want to make that a little bit wider, so I'm going to go ahead and move it this way a bit, move this way a bit, I'm going to move it up a bit. You can also just resize it, but I don't really do that. So thumbnail of all is what I'm texting. You can make yours say whatever you want to say. Mine just says of all. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and type your text down here. So I'm going to make mine say thumbnails. Okay, I was making sure I didn't mess that up. You're going to go ahead and move that kind of to the center. Next thing you're going to want to do is change the color on this to the same color you used. I'm using red just because it's right there. And then you want to go ahead and choose the same font you used up here. So I'm going to choose Overdose Sunrise. And as you can see, it's starting to look okay. So now you're just going to go ahead and move this up a bit. And if you want to, you can go ahead and resize both of these by going to your transform controls and making this one just a little bit bigger. And doing the same thing. Oh, right. Go ahead and click that. You can go ahead and choose the same thing up here. Except just do it the opposite way. So do it up. And now once you got that, not that far up. Now that you got that, you can go ahead and click that. Turn off show transform controls. You're going to want to select all three of these and kind of get them positioned where you want them. And then you're going to want, while you still got all three of them selected, that's the important part, you're going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit. And you're going to go back up here and do show transform controls. Now, make sure you're holding control. I'm not sure what control is on Mac. I think it's command, but I'm not sure, so don't hold me to that. But now what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and pull this out this way. And pull this one out this way. To right about there. I'm going to go ahead and lower this one a bit, that way nothing's clipping. And now, as you can see, if we play around with it a little bit, we get this nice little effect. We can go ahead and click that. We can zoom in on it, and now you can see that it has this really nice thumbnail. And it just looks really good. And that's basically all you got to do to make your thumbnail. That's all I do to make my thumbnails. Now I do have me a preset saved, that way I don't have to go in and do all the resizing. I can just open up mine and have it ready. Another cool thing about this is if you go to hue and saturation, you can go ahead and like change the color of your text right here. But yeah, that's pretty much all you gotta do. And I mean, you could change up the colors of the text right here. I mean, let's say you wanted to have like pink because or purple, because you guys like girls like that, or guys like that too. But yeah, I mean, that's all you gotta do to make your own thumbnail. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you in the next one.